Today we are here in Berlin for the show with Peter and the Test Tube Babies, and we have Sam and Nick here.
Hello.
I think the rhythm group of the
best bit.
The band, the good backside.
Yeah.
And I think you're part of the band since 2017 or so.
For me it was 2016.
2017, new boy.
How is to play with old punk rock guys like Peter and Derek?
It's fantastic. I sort of grew up as a fan, and I used to be in other bands, and we would support Test Tubes quite a lot. And that's how I sort of met the guys. I met them, I think 2008 is when I met them. I've been friends ever since, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dream come true. Yeah, I've been a fan since I was 11 years old. So we need to speak up. Oh, those people. Yeah, that's right.
Guys, down. Shh.
That's very good. Okay, next question. When you have a new album on start now, yeah? Can you tell us something about the album?
Yeah, well, our last album sort of came together. We were practicing with the old bassist, and he decided to leave, and we got Nick in through an audition. And Nick was amazing because he helped us sort of finish the album. And since then, we've become a new band, and we've come up with lots of new songs and a new sound, really. So it's sort of come up. Nick's wrote a few songs, Dell's wrote a couple. I wrote one for the album, and we just kept practicing, and thought, yeah, the album company wanted another, the record label wanted another album off us. And yeah, we come up with this, and I think it's amazing, really.
And when we did that Shalot, we did it all in one chunk. So we were obviously writing over the course of, well, the guys had been writing the album before I joined. And then I joined, I learned the songs they'd been writing. Then we recorded it all in one chunk. It came out really well. But for this album, we spread it out a little bit. So we did it in 3 different recording sessions.
Yeah, because we were coming up with different versions of the songs. Like we'd have sort of one version of the song, and we'd leave it a couple of weeks and come back, and then we'd have a better version, so we'd change the song slightly. And I think that was a better way of writing it this time around, because it gave us more time to think and listen back and say, oh, we can change that, we can change this. And it's come together as a really good album.
Who gives the most influence to the songs?
Well, Derek's always writing, always writing.
So and the songwriting is also.
Yeah.
Well, Peter has loads of lyrics, and Del writes loads of lyrics, and sometimes Del will just come up with a nice little guitar riff, and he'll bring it to Nick, and him and Nick will sit down and come up with sort of a basis for a song, like a flat foundation for it, and then I'll learn it, and then we'll go to practice and build on it, and build on it, and build on it, and then Peter's lyrics will come in. If it doesn't work, we'll change it, and it sort of works like that, really. Del starts everything, and then me and Nick come in.
Yeah, Peter's always got a lot of lyrics to choose from. You can have a look at the lyrics and see what fits, and
Yeah.
So yeah.
How many shows you play now on this tour?
On this tour, one.
Just
a long tour.
On the release party.
This is just tonight.
Yeah. This is a special gig. This is just a one.
You plan a tour? I think so.
Yeah, we're doing a tour, but there's loads around Europe, and then obviously we've got the big Christmas tour as well across Germany. Yeah, we're going to be going to Norway, back to France, I think we're going to Italy, to Switzerland, back to Germany, some in the UK, loads of places, and we're still booking shows now as well, so there'll be a lot more throughout the year, because we want to promote the album as much as we can, really.
What was your influences before you came to the band?
Influences, there's always been punk rock, a lot of reggae, the whole two-tone thing was the first thing that I ever got into, the mod revival thing. But yeah, it's always been sort of punk rock. I've played in bands before that haven't really been particularly punky. I've always been listening to,
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. I work in a record shop, so I'm just surrounded by music all the time. So there's always something new to discover.
And for me, it was growing up. It was mainly sort of American punk rock, like No Effects, Pennywise, Bad Religion, and things like that. Yeah. And then obviously the UK punk, we've got like UK Subs, The Damned, Test Tubes, and No Elite. So it's always, for me, it was always sort of half American, half English, but most of my drumming comes from the American side. That's why some of the songs are faster now, because these old fuckers need some life. So I try and make the songs faster now.
That is a very good one. I'm an old fucker too. There's a point I have to ask you. You play with these old guys.
Yeah.
And what they tell, what is changing in the punk scene?
Well, for me, it's a lot of new bands coming through, a lot of younger bands. and some of them are absolutely fantastic. Like they're coming up and they're doing headline tours of themselves, really. We played with loads of them when they sort of started out, and now some of these are selling shows themselves, going on tours with big bands. And the new sort of age of punk, I would say, is becoming better than the old punk, really, because they're taking the old punk music and injecting their own life into it and making it more, kind of like more futuristic and normal and for the age today, really.
But there's no lack of energy from the older, I don't want to say old.
Well, I mean, Charlie Harper's nearly 80 and he's still touring. That's amazing.
Also, when I think about old records from the 40s or something like that, the sound is absolutely horrible. And you have now the chance to make more good sounds. You have more possibilities to do it.
Yeah, well, so this new album, the production on it is fantastic, and Del worked really hard doing that. And there's like, we've got horn sections, we've got like brass on some of the songs, and it just adds that extra little thing to the song, so it sounds brighter and cleaner and more powerful as well, compared to the old recordings where it just sounds like you're listening on an old tape recorder. And now it just sounds like you're at the show.
So I believe, I remember when with my first band we have a three-part recorder and we make Elvis this. This was a long time ago. Okay. I thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much.
And I hope you have a good show today.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
I hope a lot of guys here, and we will see us on YouTube, I think.
Cool. Cheers.
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 Good night.